Kick off here at Anfield with Manchester United in the lead, and let's not forget that Liverpool actually suffered the most unfortunate of injury of their captain Steven Gerrard in a clash with Rojo. It looked like half of one and half a dozen of the other, and unfortunately Gerrard had come off worse. And I have to say that's hit Liverpool a bit hard, really. It's been all Manchester United in this first half, apart from the early stages. Balotelli had a chance chesting it onto his head, and unfortunately he was going over the bar. And it was been all Manchester United after that. Here's Arturo Vidal, looked to be the answer as a replacement for Luis Suarez, and it was looking good for a while, but Liverpool, as we said, have hit a real slump, and at one point they lost to Burnley. And you have to say that Liverpool are pretty much out of the title picture at this point and fighting for fourth place. Some thought Manchester United would be in that fight, but here they are at the top of the league and staying there, and they will be further staying there if the score stays as it is right now. And Manchester United playing the wonderful football that they are, you wouldn't bet against that. Apparently there have been some sources telling us that Raphael was offered a new contract but turned it down, and was supposedly saying that he will let his contract run and then leave the club at the end of it. It's only a rumour, however, but Manchester United, they do have a few choice right-backs who don't naturally play right-back in Phil Jones and Antonio Valencia and Chris Smalling. So if Raphael was to move on, it wouldn't be the biggest loss, as Van Gaal has already sorted out the centre of defence with Matt Hummels and Marcus Rojo signing in the summer. Oh, here's Vidal, he's onside. David De Gea comes out, and there was a right scramble, and somehow Manchester United get it away. De Gea's save wasn't convincing down there by the looks of it, but Manchester United have got it away anyway. And that has just been their luck this season. It's been tremendous, but it also has been to the resilience of Manchester United. You have to say Louis Van Gaal has brought back the resilience and the determination and the never say die, never give up attitude of the squad. And you have to say that was missing in abundance from last season. Only not pleased, he was thinking handball, wasn't given. And the 1-2 didn't come off, unfortunately for them. Sturridge immediately dealt with by Blind. There's just nothing from Liverpool right now. Ooh. And if Sturridge had been able to get onto that, he probably would have been clean through. Here's Johnson. Here's Balotelli. Lallana. Pursued by Rojo. And Lallana crosses it in. Balotelli was actually going back into the box. Majestic first touch by James Wilson. Oh, Wilson's pass is picked off. And here's Vidal. Henderson. Sturridge. Sturridge was actually the scorer of the opening goal in the previous fixture between the two. Sturridge scoring first, but Liverpool, as we said, United hitting back with Di Maria right at the end of the game for a deflected shot that deflected through Sacco and Mignolet into the back of the net. And Liverpool looked like winning that one, but Di Maria had saved the day, but he's not playing today. After his work ethic in the FA Cup, he's been rested. Throws out to Wilson. Wilson's going to whip it back in. Lynn to Mata. Mata to Wayne Rooney. He's wide. Oh, Wayne Rooney would have put your house on him scoring from there. And Felipe Coutinho will come on for Jordan Henderson. And no doubt he will be the Liverpool captain by the start of next season. I have to admit it's the highest possibility and probably the best option they've got. But Steven Gerrard, just irreplaceable. And you have to think that maybe that number 8 shirt should be hanging above the stadium or above the grass in the stadium, like they would do in the NBA. And they should probably hang that up and retire that number. A lot of people thinking that that's what United should have done with the 11 shirt, and now that Januzaj is going to be sticking to 44, that could be even more of a possibility. Shirt numbers can affect you, so Brendan Rodgers would be probably smart not to put the 8 shirt on Jordan Henderson, even though he will be making him permanent captain. He's vice captain for the moment, but with Gerrard going to the MLS, he will probably become full-on team captain for the start of next season. And the number 8 shirt should probably be retired in a lot of minds. Aaron Hill was actually one of them, spoke up and said, if Gerrard does leave, Liverpool won't find a better number 8 than Steven Gerrard, and it needs to be hung up. And that's a great show of respect from England teammates, to be honest, who never really played together that often in England colours. Here is Vidal with a free kick. Whips it in. Oh, and not really convincing, and I think Shaw was back there to deal with it, just about. Bit of a mix-up between him and De Gea. Mata gets the ball, but the referee calls it back for a free kick instead. And now it's a chance for Liverpool. Balotelli this time. Balotelli whips it in. And De Gea wasn't too sure. Look at this from Balotelli, what a hit. Unfortunately, I think it is always going over. Balotelli's such a unique way of shooting the ball. It's almost like watching Cristiano Ronaldo in that instance. And while we're on that subject, Gareth Bale for David De Gea, would you swap them? My personal opinion would be no. I mean, no doubt Gareth Bale is a talented boy, but David De Gea, you need to keep hold of him, and James Wilson holds it up nicely. And unfortunately, he is wide, and Manchester United could live to regret these missed chances. But David De Gea, I would keep him, personally. I mean, if David De Gea does want to leave, then maybe yes, but I wouldn't swap him for Bale, I don't think. That would all depend on what Bale feels, I think, at the end of the day. I don't think it would be the best fit, considering United already have Di Maria and Herrera in the midfield. I think Van Gaal needs to actually does need to focus on probably another central defender, if not a right back, if these rumours about Raphael are anything to go by. After to Januzaj. Januzaj shoots! Good save from Mignolet, and Januzaj really does have a spring in his step, as we said. A real spring in the step of Januzaj now. Really feeling good about himself. Finally able to get that goal. Herrera with a little nice cross, and Mata's not able to get that with his head. And Mignolet will gather it. There's Balotelli. Good tackle by Rojo. Balotelli isn't into a scrap with Rojo. And Rojo clashing with another player. And here's Glenn Johnson here. And James Wilson is actually going back to defend. Fantastic play from James Wilson here. Glenn to Mata. Here's Rooney. Good tackle from Henderson. Now Liverpool could get forward. And Manchester United's back forwards at 6s and 7s here. Balotelli. And he took too long, and now Manchester United are organised again. What's he going to do? Here's Lallana. He's in the corner. He's going to cross it back in, and probably towards Sturridge. And Mata's going to bring it away from Lucas Leiva. Rooney is calling for it. And Mata, oh, it's a wonderful pass. Wayne Rooney's got to score, and unfortunately he falls short, and Wilson comes in. And what a wonderful pass. Manchester United's corner. It is their game here. Wow, this is just wonderful stuff. Wilson here. His shot was probably always going wide, but the Liverpool man had to be short. Well, what about this? Aaron Hemwood not needed with the main Manchester United playing, but Louis Van Gaal was sticking to his man. You know, you cannot not play Aaron Hemwood at the moment. Fantastic form. The kid is just invigorated. And he comes on for Daley Blind as United take this corner. And the header from Rooney is saved by Mignolet. So Aaron Hemwood will play 10 minutes against Liverpool. But obviously not one to risk him after his fantastic work at Goodison Park as well. He and Di Maria were definitely the players of the game. Now Liverpool had the ball with Balotelli, and he's wasted it really. And Balotelli really should have done better there. Well, Mignolet's keeping his team in the game here. And that's a header by... It's a header by Hummels, I think. I think it was Matt Hummels with the header. Looking to try and add to his goal that he scored at Everton. That's Old Trafford at the near the beginning of the season. And the linesman has flagged offside, I think. Well, final roll of the dice for Brendan Rodgers. Adam Lallana is coming off for Ricky Lambert. Interesting decision. We'll see if that pays off. Obviously Liverpool losing a sub after Steven Gerrard was replaced by Leviat. So, yeah, I'll have to see how that works out. Oh, Rojo, bad free kick. And now Manchester United have a run to contend with, but Aaron Henwood doesn't let that go by. Henwood again, just seeing the danger and picking it out, and Rooney's offside. And Aaron Henwood, if he wasn't there to get Balotelli, they could have been open there, but Henwood picked him off. And that's what he was brought on for, just for security. Because you know when Aaron Henwood plays the big games, his level elevates. Skirtle has a free kick to take, and Lambert's, that's a bad touch really. And with to Wilson. Tackled by Vidal. And here's Balotelli. He is onside. He's going to break into the box. And Rojo brings him down. No penalty given by the referee. And Rojo's done a few questionable tackles this evening. And some would say that he probably should be in the referee's book with the clash in Steven Gerrard. But the referee ruled it one half of one and one half of the other, which was fair. But poor Gerrard was the one that came off worse in that challenge. Is Leviat and his battle with Henwood. That's going to be an interesting one. Good header from I think it was Hummels and Wilson. Oh, and Wilson's picked out Rooney. Wayne Rooney, he can't bring it down. But wonderful passing again from United. James Wilson, that is a peach. Mignolet is at 6s and 7s here. Oh, is that a penalty? Oh, that's a clear penalty surely. Wayne Rooney is brought down by the head of Mignolet. I don't think it was an intentional headbutt, but Rooney probably should have had a penalty given there. Manchester United headed back in. Hummels and Wilson. And Liverpool clear it, but maybe a slice of controversy there. Should Manchester United have been given a penalty? Mignolet came out, he was 6s and 7s, and he brought Rooney to the ground. I think because Rooney had actually hit the ball in that instance, I think that's why the penalty wasn't given. But it could have been so easily given there. Wilson to Mata. Henwood has made a run into the box, and he's denied. Well, Henwood, what a run from nowhere. Probably since from the middle of the pitch like he likes to do. And Manchester United just picking each other out with fantastic chemistry. That is a great challenge from Coutinho. And Mignolet was nowhere near it afterwards. Manchester United with Mata with this corner. Rooney and Mignolet's out. And Luke Shaw. And it's saved. But what on earth? And the ball was everywhere. What was going on there? Did Mignolet get that? Let's see. Shaw hits it. And Mignolet with a fantastic save. Simon Mignolet saved spectacularly from Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw unfortunately denied. Mata with the corner. And Mignolet grabs it. Well, Simon Mignolet, fantastic save, even if it is from Luke Shaw. But Shaw has been really unlucky in his first season not to score, if anything else. Oh, but and Daniel Sturridge is going to beat him in a straight race here. But Shaw is going to try. And oh, it's over by I think it might have been Coutinho. That's the full-time whistle, and Manchester United take the first big step towards regaining the Premier League title that they lost under David Moyes. It's a 1-0 win. It's not overly convincing, but the way Manchester United played, you'd think it was. The first big punch goes to Manchester United. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1. Game on here in the league, and Manchester United win round 1. No other matches were played in the Barclays Premier League on that day. So the table now looks like this. Manchester United take a 7-point lead into the game against Tottenham, ahead of Arsenal now. And round one, as we said, first big punch goes to them. Chelsea stay in third with Sunderland in the top four, thanks to Manchester United beating Liverpool. Sunderland take advantage and are in a Champions League spot. Liverpool down to 5th. Manchester City still outside those places despite their improvements to the squad. Newcastle United break into the top 10. Crystal Palace have a 3-point lead over Leicester City in the relegation zone. Hull City and Burnley are still rooted to the bottom, and with 10 games to go, less than that in fact for Burnley, relegation does look confirmed for Hull and Burnley at least, and Leicester City still with some fighting chance left.